Hello, and welcome to ExtremeFantasyLeague.com's breakdown of UFC 132. Our first fight is George Sornopoulos versus Rafael dos Anjos. Both fighters have amazing ground games, but are terrible at takedowns. That means there's two ways to look at this fight. First, either their terrible takedown but strong jiu-jitsu abilities will make this fight stay standing the entire time. That means you have to look strongly into the total time standing category as well as the total strike category. The second way is that one will be able to take the other one down, and that means you have to look at the total time on ground as well as the submissions, passes, and sweeps category. It's a tough fight to pick, so you might want to stay away. Unless you think you know how this fight's going to go, then it might be a strong choice. Our second fight is Melvin Guillard versus Shane Roller. This fight will be full of wild power punches, followed by Melvin with ground and pound while Shane tries to submit. Melvin's very strong in takedowns, while Shane has below average takedown defense. That means Melvin should be able to take him down the entire fight. Both of these fighters should be decent picks for most time on ground. Our third fight is Dennis Siver versus Matt Wiman. This should be a great fight, possibly in contention for fight of the night. Siver is really one-dimensional. In his last 11 fights, he's landed 1,266 total strike attempts, with only 4 successful takedown attempts in that same amount of time. Matt is a little bit more methodical with his striking, in the 45 to 60% striking takedown range and 60% striking defense. This should be a straight stand-up fight, but Matt will attempt some takedowns. Our next fight is Condit versus Kim. This fight could be entirely fought on the ground. Both these have strong wrestling backgrounds, though Kim is the better of the two wrestlers. Our next fight is Tito Ortiz versus Ryan Bader. Tito is sadly part of the old guard that is getting forced into retirement fight after fight by the new generation. He hasn't won a fight since 2006 and has had too many personal and medical issues. Bader is just a younger, stronger version of Tito, so in that case, he should dominate the takedowns and the ground and pound departments. Look for Bader to be strong in all categories, but it's a tough pick here because this fight could end very early. Our second to last fight of the night is Vanderlei Silva versus Chris Leben. This is the second fight that should be in contention for fight of the night. Any striking category is a great choice for these two, including strike and defense. Both of these fighters are really wild, so that means a lot of the chances for misses. But it also means a lot of chances for strikes to land. Another category that's a safe pick is most fight time standing. The last fight of the night is Dominic Cruz versus Uriah Faber. This definitely will be in contention for one of the fights of the night. If Uriah can take down Dominic and use his strong ground and pound, he will be successful in the takedowns and wrestling categories. But if Dominic can stuff the takedowns, he will be stronger in the striking categories. I see this fight going the distance. So if you think Uriah's going to win, it's a safe bet to pick Dominic for most time on ground. But if you think Dominic's going to win, think about picking Uriah for most time standing. Thanks for listening, and hope to see you soon on the site.